that each side seems to be taking. Well, it's time to hear from our studio audience, questions or comments for our panelists, and I'm going to request that you keep your questions or comments short so we can take as many members of the audience as we can, please. Leanne?
Master Chaba, Blaise told me that when he was diagnosed with HIV/AIDS, he was extremely ill, he was dying, and his doctor wasn't very hopeful but put him on ARV. 7 years later, Blaise is so healthy, he says medically he's healthier than he was at the age of 18. That's got to be good news. There's a gent who'd like to say something.
My name is Gordon Mtembo. Yeah, it's unfortunate because some of the people who are taking decisions about us, as I'm a person living with HIV and AIDS, and here are some of them. When I started taking the ARVs, my CD4 count was 37, but now it has improved up until 284. It's unfortunate because people like Rath and the Rasnick of this world don't know what they're talking about. Number one, they come here to exploit us as people living with HIV and AIDS. The question of choice is important. We will and we want to work together with the traditional healers. If they can prove that their vitamin pills have been tested, then maybe that's fine. But if they keep on making these allegations, I mean, they are not welcome in South Africa.
Dr. Rasnick, how do you respond to the point that this is a business venture and people are being exploited for monetary purposes?
I agree completely. It's a business venture and people are being exploited by the pharmaceutical industry. I have no disagreement with that at all. That's not true with the Rath Health Foundation because, as I said before, we haven't sold a single pill in this country and we will not sell any pills in this country. We are here to demonstrate a principle that nutrition is a very effective way to deal with the diseases of poverty and malnutrition.
Okay. Aaron?
Machaba, I spoke to Griselda Kananda of Kaya FM's Positive Talk. She is healthy, she is happy, she is emotionally and spiritually fulfilled. Griselda is living proof that there are alternative, effective methods of treatment to HIV/AIDS other than ARVs. I've got a gentleman here.
Yeah, my name is Winston. I've, just to clear the air a little bit, I've helped a child of 5 years old who had a CD4 count of 19 at the beginning of September last year to 200 CD4 count by the beginning of October. So in 1 month from 19 to 200 CD4 count raise. Now, my question is, I'd like to ask the people who advocate the ARVs, is why, if this drug is so effective, so safe, why do they refuse to give people who are at the onset of TB, why don't they give the TB treatment together with the ARVs? Why doesn't somebody who has pneumonia also get the ARVs at the same? Why do they wait for the infections first to go away before they start treating them with the other drugs?
Dr. Zane?
You see, this is exactly the type of question and exactly what we should be debating here rather than having the kind of debate that we have.
Lovely.
Because
so
this is important information. It's important to know that TB treatment is in its own right difficult. It's 4 drugs. Some of them in their own right cause liver toxicity. Now, combined with antiretroviral therapy, it has to be the correct treatment regimen of antiretroviral therapy so that there's no drug interaction, so that the drugs don't fight each other. And that's, firstly, the drugs aren't allowed to fight each other. There's also overlapping toxicity. In other words, they cause together an additional effect on the liver, and we acknowledge that completely. And thirdly, it's critically important that somebody who's diagnosed with TB first is initiated on TB treatment for 2 months before starting ARVs.
Okay.
But let me say very clearly, now this is important for the public. There's lots of people out there with TB and HIV. What's critically important is both need to be treated properly and the person will survive.
Okay. Leanne?
There's a lady up there.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tandy, and I'm HIV positive for 7 years now, and I'm taking antiretrovirals for 6 months now. And here I am, I'm healthy, I didn't develop any side effects for now, and my child, she's also on the ARTs, so she didn't have any problems since she started the treatment. So for me, ARTs for people who are living with HIV is the best. So even if we do living a healthy lifestyle, even if you are on treatment like me, I'm living a healthy style now, I'm on ARTs, everything is fine.
Thanks for the comment, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If we show time and time again that we reverse people with full-blown AIDS to HIV positive or whatever without antiretrovirals, why would we need to use them? And if you keep on saying that we should do studies with it. I can't fund those by myself, but if you're getting the money, as you said, then you should actually fund this, because I've proven time and time again that this lemons and olive oil and garlic and ginger that everybody keeps on laughing at does work. We've had people with CD4 counts of 1 that have now got a normal range and viral loads of undetectable.
Dr. Zane?
So I guess this is a research question again. I actually am one of the investigators who has achieved getting a complementary